Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? Today's video is Dungeon Tiles. So, I bet I recently got this product because I am trying to do something a little bit different. As you can see, I have my little gridded map. And even though you could draw whatever you want on here, sometimes it's just cool to add a little bit more to it. So, I just purchased this, like I said. Um, I'm not too sure what to think about this top board, even though I think it's cool. Um, if you're having a lot of small rooms are this dimension, so as soon as the player characters walk into the room, right, you can, have the door here, or the door's 10 feet wide for whatever reason, but the door, and you plop this down wherever, and then you can put more accessories on there and create an interesting room, and if you have other exits, you could wall off certain parts except for, the other doors, but that's an option. And I think that's what these accessories are. They're just another way to enhance your game. So my purpose of my video here is just to show you what you get, so you can make that decision for yourself. Don't need this anymore. I believe the price tag was like $24.99, and you might be able to find them a little bit cheaper, whether it's like eBay or Amazon. If you can, look for a sale. For me, I'm here at Around the Table in Linwood, Washington, so I try to support my local store when I can. So here we go. Let's just go through and show you what you're going to get. So right here, this first sheet. I think I should just lift this up and do a front. So there's my laptop with Tiamat. All right, let's see if this will work. That's a lot better. So you have some, some stairs, not stairs, but yeah, little mini stairs that can be up to an altar. You have a campsite that you can put down, and they're showing like miners. And you have pathways in the caverns. So I like how they have it rough to show that you're in caves, and dungeon tiles to show, that people have been building there. And then you have like wild stuff, like I'll show you right here, like mushrooms. So these are cool for like the underrealm or underworld. And I'm also going to be including some pictures of, how dungeons can look at the end of the video, and a couple at the front too, at the beginning too. So I like this one with all these mushrooms, because you can always have these mushrooms be shriekers, and as the characters walk by, they start shrieking mushrooms. And you have stairs and bookcases. So if you look at it like by that angle, you can see dividers, a pit. So when they fall into the pit, you can just show them that, or they just stumble upon these pits. They have a few of these statues and staircases going up or down. And then they have these little small individual. So I like these a lot. Here where it shows like some doors opening. Same thing over here. So like I said, this could be some like little whirlpool or summoning nexus or something's going on, but it's whatever you need it to be. And speaking of summoning, here's a summoning circle. It's little gargoyles or little statues that you can have. These represent like pillars, so. And here is a bloody altar that looks like it's some kind of, I would say a dragon, but there's no wings. It looks like some kind of frog, something. But either way, it's a poisonous cloud. Here's more steps. A pillar that's like electrified. More steps. These are braziers that have various liquids in them. And you just have, just straight, 6 and 8 and 4x4s. And then in the back, if you want to show like barracks and stuff when they walk into the room, here's some crumbled statues and some pawns. A nice little staircase, grand staircase, which is nice. And this shape right here is pretty cool because, I'm just going to pop this one out. But if you wanted to make a, a circular room, and they give you like 4 of these, so I hope so. And here's a nice winding staircase. You can have those battles. Here's a little pulley system. I believe those represent doors. Nice little library. You can get a better view of it right there. Then you can come across an area that looks all like people have been looking for something, and here's a big pit. And again, here's that piece, right? And so there are 2 sides to it. So you can have this to be like a big giant tower, or it's a dungeon underneath that you just want to be a circular. But either way, I think it's cool. I know I say cool a lot, but it is cool. Again, staircases. Another piece to that, might as well just punch that one out. I'm not going to punch them all out because you'll want to watch a video of me punching stuff out. Again, same thing, just to give you options. And these are like wooden stairs. Here's another summoning circle. I really like the art and design they put on these. And here's a tight little corner piece. And these are mystical symbols that could be by this. So when they come to like maybe a transporter, teleportation. Again. Actually, I'm not going to punch those out anymore. I'll do that later. This I like because they're walking in and you're describing all these skeleton remains on the bottom. So you can put this out. Here's another pool. This could be lava. And what I like about these is because when you have characters and you're explaining that they can see through to the other side, but then it's narrow. Now this is important because sometimes you have characters that are like druids and they transform into a wolf. Well, they're not going to be able to crawl through there. And you can even set up a little ambush where you have like goblins here hiding or kobolds who are really small. So as each person goes through, there's nothing here, but the moment they get here, these kobolds could be up here and then drop down, dropping a gate and then trapping people. Yeah, if you want to be like that, you want to be that type of DM. But here are the other narrow passages where they're 10 feet wide, which I like because especially when you have a fighting situation and people are trying to run through to get in the back or the flank, it's a lot harder for them to do that, especially when you have it so defined. And it's easier for the players to see that they can't do that either. Again, some more cave scenes, rocks. So they give you a lot of options. Oh, this is damaged already? Boo. I didn't get to use it. I have to put some glue on there, keep that down. Oh well, what are you gonna do? It happens. Now, if it was really bad, I'd probably ask for another one. But that's okay. I mean, sometimes these things happen. And here's the beginning of a little sinkhole or a pool. Oops. show this one. And the rest of these pieces. Again, more side passages or to round off your room. Here's a sinkhole. Nice little ponds, mushrooms. This could be mold. So they give you so many options. And I'm really looking forward to using these. And right here, now you have the, little underground river. And look at, I'm gonna pop this piece out, but look at that. I like that. I really do. So they could come across an underground, river coming down. And you got a mini little waterfall. So all these little details that you can just add just to spicing up your, your map. And once again, they're leading up to the temple. And maybe you can have some priests up here. And here's another big sinkhole. This one's filled with lava. You got some eggs. So, who knows what creature that belongs to. You got some barrels. And you got bigger mushrooms. A nice little pond going. And more mushrooms. So I gotta say, overall, I'm really happy with this product. The price, I think, is reasonable. And like I said, you might be able to find a sale, especially like on eBay. Sometimes they give you a certain percent off if you spend over like 75. So you could grab this and some other things. So Amazon is always having sales. Your local game stores will have sales, so look out for that. And you can get these little things. Well, I didn't even see the back part of that. That looks cool too. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like and subscribe button. And leave a comment below and say, do you use these accessories in your game? Do you plan to? And if you don't, like, why not? It's just, you don't have to buy these things, but they add a little bit of fun. When I was playing, and this is back in 78, to show you my age, I was like 8 years old at the time. No, like 80. Yeah, in the 80s, I was 8. And I was born in 72. Quick math, people. We didn't have stuff like that. It was just a pencil and a paper. And if you're lucky, somebody had some metal figures to represent you or the monster you were facing. So mostly it was just in your imagination and a whole bunch of grid paper and the DM just writing down what the monsters were and keeping track of hit points. So to have all these accessories, I think is nice. So that'll do it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next video.